The Duke of Sussex sees his wife as a demigod who can do no wrong, according to a royal commentator. Prince Harry's memoir, published last week, has become the UK's fastest-selling non-fiction book since records began. Spare sold 467,183 copies in its first week, according to official figures from Nielsen book data. The memoir sees the Duke of Sussex describe his experience as a member of the royal family, detail his and Meghan Markle's ultimate exit, and provide behind-the-scenes insight into the conflict within the House of Windsor, particularly between him and his older brother Prince William. However, the book also delves into other relationships within the firm, including the Duchess of Sussex much-talked-about dynamic with Kate, Princess of Wales. In Spare, the Duke recounted private moments between his wife and the Princess of Wales, describing an awkward moment over lip gloss, a disagreement that led to the wedding row, and sharing a text exchange between the two royals. Royal commentator Rachel Bowie noted Harry's inclusion of such personal tidbits, arguing that he worships his wife when recalling events. Speaking on the latest episode of podcast Royal, which she hosts alongside Roberta Fiorito, Ms. Bowie called Harry out for excessive admiration of his wife. "The way that Harry worships Meghan is weird to me, to be quite frank with you," she said. The host prefaced her comment by saying she appreciates when men love their wives, but added, "It's like Meghan is a demigod to him and Meghan can do no wrong." Ms. Bowie then referenced Harry and Meghan's documentary series on Netflix, released in December. During the 6-part series, the couple recalled Meghan first meeting the late Queen Elizabeth II for the first time. "My grandmother was the first senior member of the family that Meghan met," Harry explained. "She had no idea what it all consisted of. So it was a bit of a shock to the system for her." Meghan added that Harry asked her if she knew how to curtsy while on the way to meet the Queen. "We were in the car, driving and Hess like, you know how to curtsy, right? And I just thought it was a joke," she said. "How do you explain that to people? How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother? And that you would need to curtsy, especially to an American? That's weird," the Duke added. Meghan compared the gesture to something from medieval times, before recreating the deep curtsy she gave the monarch, bowing her head dramatically and spreading her arms wide. "It was like that. Like, I curtsied as though I was like, 'Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty,'" she said. Ms. Bowie noted the Duchess' description of her curtsy, insisting Meghan said that she bombed the traditional greeting. She went on to bring up Harry's recollection of the introduction, included in his memoir, in which he says the curtsy was flawless. The commentator added, "Everything Meghan does is perfect to Harry," claiming it was a sign of hero worshipping. Later, the hosts referred to the awkward encounter between Meghan and Kate, Princess of Wales, which saw the two women clash over their respective styles. They noted Harry's repeated efforts to put a positive spin on Meghan's role while casting a negative light on other members of the firm. In the book, Harry recalled attending the Royal Foundation Forum in February 2018. Here, the Duke was accompanied by his wife, Prince William, and Kate. It was one of their first engagements as the Fab Four. Describing a backstage moment between the sisters-in-law, Harry wrote, "Meg asked to borrow Kate's lip gloss. An American thing. Meg forgot hers, worried she needed some, and turned to Kate for help. Kate, taken aback, went into her handbag and reluctantly pulled out a small tube. Meg squeezed some onto her finger and applied it to her lips." Kate grimaced. "Small clash of styles maybe," Ms. Fiorito said. The comments toward Kate, "I thought, were completely unnecessary. We know how much he loved Kate, and he has been close to Kate in the past. What was the point of just dragging her through the mud like that?" she asked, adding, "and highlighting moments that, well, first of all, are very subjective. Like the lip gloss story. Was he even there? Or was that a story retold to him? How do you interpret the way that someone responds in that situation, or if that's what they meant by that? Just totally unnecessary to include that in the book." The commentators argued that the anecdotes don't help the story the royal is trying to tell. Harry has said the reason he wrote his book, and revealed so much personal insight into the royal family, is that he wanted the truth to come from his lips. In his interview with Tom Bradbury earlier this month, the Duke said he was fed up with his story being told through the media, namely with stories leaked by Buckingham Palace. "I suppose lots of people know now, there was a motto, a family motto of never complain, never explain," he said. "And what people have realized now, through the Netflix documentary and numerous stories coming out over the years, is that it was just a motto. There was a lot of complaining and there was a lot of explaining, and it continues now." He added, "I sit here now, speaking to you, answering the questions that you put to me, and the words and the truth will come from my lips rather than using other people, especially through the tabloid media." We're 6 years into it now, and I have spent every single year of those 6, doing everything I can privately, to get through to my family. And the thing that is the saddest about this is it never needed to be this way. It never needed to get to this point.